I'm John Caveny from Caveny Farm. We raise Bourbon Red Heritage turkeys. We've been doing this for 20 years. And what I wanted to show you today is how we cut up a turkey and prepare it to eat. So your turkey will come wrapped in plastic like this. And the first thing to do is to take it out of the bag carefully.
Is that a sharp knife you have there, Dad?
So it helps to have the proper equipment already all set up, ready to go. So I have a knife, a cutting board, and a couple pans because we're going to cut the whole turkey up, but we're not going to cook the whole turkey today. We're going to save some parts of the turkey for later preparation. So the turkey, this happens to be a 17-pound turkey, and we'll start out by taking the giblets out of the turkey. So in order to do that, we need to cut this piece of skin here that holds the legs in, and you need to pull this apart. And in the turkey, you're going to find a gizzard, which we'll put in the stock pot, a gizzard, the liver, and the heart. We'll put the heart in the stock pot, save that liver right there for a minute, and then we have the neck. So we want to take those parts out, then we want to go ahead and rinse the turkey with cold water.
So these are parts you could cut.
So we've rinsed the turkey, we'll let it drain for a minute or two. In the meanwhile, we'll put that liver in a little dish. I'll save that for a snack. And we'll bring the turkey up on the cutting board and start to take the turkey apart so we can cook it more efficiently and cook the breast meat at a different temperature than the rest of the turkey. So you notice a couple things. First of all, the turkey is kind of a pink color. It's not just a white color. The turkey has a lot of fat on it, which happens naturally, and we want to save that fat because that's what's used for various roux or thickening when combined with flour. So the first thing we're going to do to start to take this turkey apart is, oh, and also you might notice there's still a few feathers left on it, and so you want to take those feathers off. So the first thing we're going to do is take the wings off. So the way we do it is get the turkey and a sharp knife and just cut right around there, and you will see the joint right there. Cut the wing off right there at the joint. And then what I like to do is take and cut the wing apart in a couple pieces. And so there's going to be a joint right there. And if you're really good at it, you can hit this with the knife and it comes apart pretty easily. Then take this wing tip off. Once again, there's a joint there. You can break these joints and then cut them apart, and it's a lot easier on the knife if you don't really hit that knife with the bone.
Dad, do you want to comment on why it's hard to cut up a heritage turkey?
It's hard to cut it up. So we want to take the wingtip, throw it in the stock pot, and we're going to save these pieces to salt. Excuse me. The next, I'm going to cut the other wing off, same way. Few feathers off. Put the wing down to the joint. These turkeys have been outside running around, and they have developed good wings, good muscles, and good flavor. But they are well put together. Tip goes in the stock pot. Next thing to do is take the legs off. And so I like to start right here on this joint right here. And we're going to just take a knife, just cut right down here. You won't be able to see that. Turn this turkey sideways here so you can see what we're doing. So we're going to cut right down along the body. And we're going to pull the leg away. And you'll see right here, there's the joint. We're going to cut this back like this, and we want to get this piece of turkey off the back. It's called the oyster. So we want to cut this around like this. Okay, so there we've got the turkey thigh with the bone in and the turkey leg. And you notice there's this this line right here. You can see this line of fat. And if you're good at it, you can cut right down through there. Right, follow that line and hit that joint. And you can cut the leg off from the thigh. Put these pieces over here. Then we'll try this again on this leg. Cut right down here. high is the line. That way, and that thigh. Okay, now we're going to remove the breast from the backbone. And what we want to do, we want to cut from this point here all the way back to the wing back here. So to do that, let's cut like that. Put this over. Apart. And remove the backbone, which is here, from the breast. And you just have to kind of find all these connections here and cut the tendons that hold the whole thing together. Now here's the backbone. It needs to be, depending on how big your stock pot is, you may need to cut it in two, because this is what's going to make stock for your gravy. And if you're going to make soup, these are all the parts that you want to use. And when you talk about how much your turkey costs, you really need to think about how many meals you can get out of your turkey. And all these things give you more meals out of your turkey. So here we go. We got a turkey with the turkey breast with the bone in. I'm gonna cut this piece of skin off right here. And this is gonna be a lot of fat, but we wanna cook that fat and render it out so we can use it. So the easiest way to do that is just put that in the stock pot and let it brown while we brown it, and then let it cook. And then we can use it. A lot of this stuff can be all cooked and then strained out later to get the broth. So here we've got the breastbone and the turkey right here. I need to sharpen this knife a little. Okay, so we're going to go cut right along the side of the breastbone. And we're going to end up taking the two pieces of meat on the breast off of the bone. So I cut back like this. And sometimes you can just pull this off on these turkeys here that find that you need to cut it off. You're going to be cutting it off the wishbone, which is right here. So we're going to just cut this off carefully. You're probably going to be cutting your turkey up a couple days ahead of time anyway, so you probably can take your time and do this efficiently and safely. So here we have side boneless turkey breast with the skin on. So I'll put that right there. I'll do the same thing on the other side. Okay, so there's the breastbone with some pieces of meat. It goes in the stock pot too. Now we have the other half of the turkey breast with fat on. Now the next thing we're going to do is go ahead and salt this turkey, which is part of the dry brining process. So we ready to go on this? Okay. So
So should I remove the stock pot from the scene?
yeah. Yeah. So in order to do that,
Well, you might have to just give them a clean
you probably
break to say what we're gonna do next is.
go ahead, take a break.